specifically for the fertility sector. There are legal requirements. That could be their own area.
Yes.
They also have their surrogacy law, so somebody could form a surrogacy agency. They also have what they call sperm and egg freezing bank or lab or studio. They call it different kind of fancy names. There's an egg freezing studio where it's just all about it. Sperm bank.
Yes.
So and so on and so forth. Diagnostic, or those who are in the ICT can come up with mobile apps or tracking apps. Maybe a bracelet I can wear that can track my fertility window, or maybe an app that can track my fertility window or check or diagnose, or even do production of small at-home testing devices. I mean, people can do their pregnancy test at home now. You don't have to go to a lab.
Yes.
Perhaps one could check into those areas. That's what I mean by the stakeholders concept.
So
if I plug myself into that area, then I could be the go-to for all the fertility clinics around for a certain service on the value chain.
Yes.
Is that possible in Nigeria?
It's possible, but difficult, but it's possible. I would rather, I came in from the perspective of maybe pharmaceutical, supply the medications.
Supply the medication.
Yes.
Okay.
Supply medications. I can come in that area. I can also come in the area of recruiting egg donors or recruiting sperm donors. Okay. And, then doing that, I can come in that area and be a part of a bigger team.
Yeah.
Yes, and over time I may be able to transform into a big team by myself.
Okay.
Other people have come in from the area of bringing the equipment in. Okay.
The diagnostic equipment.
The diagnostic equipment. So they may not be able to afford to bring the equipment in for themselves, but they can bring it for other people.
Okay.
The people pay for it and they make a bit of profit. And over time they bring a reputation, they bring a brand, and then they can spiral into establishing a practice. That's what we've described just now is not so commonly done in our parts of the world. What is more commonly done is what I've described. People come together as partners and establish a practice or start a hospital, and then they will dive into a fertility practice.
Yeah, but even talking about the practice itself, does it mean that to set up a center, you must have all of these things in place? And there are collaborations or partnerships or alliances that one can broker with other competencies, organizations with other competencies?
Okay, fine. So we are bringing a twist to it.
Okay.
And that's fine.
All right.
As I said earlier, a major part or the most essential part of a fertility practice is the embryology laboratory.
Okay.
Okay. So in other parts of the world, I can have an embryology laboratory. That's all I have. And the doctors come in and bring their patients. So an embryologist is like you have a theater and the doctors come in to operate their patient and take their patients back.
Okay.
Yeah, so that can happen. So such that the doctors are not burdened with the fees of starting an embryology lab because there's a good embryology lab they can use.
Okay.
And I'm not burdened with the fees of recruiting patients because the doctors bring in their patients. So there'll be a collaboration in which there's a center that the doctors can come, do their thing and go back, pay the centers a fee, and they'll go back. That also works so well.
It can be tidy.
Exactly.
And then over time you can grow and now be able to...
Beautiful. So I don't necessarily have to have an embryology laboratory. Once I have the basic skills, I can monitor my patients, I can recruit my patients, they can sign consent. Okay, after I've done that, I can take them to the embryology laboratory, collect the eggs, fertilize the sperms, take them back, then they come back 5 days later for the transfer. So I don't have the overhead of the embryology laboratory on my bill.
On your bill.
Yes, all I just have is my consulting room, and from there I can go into...
So partnerships and alliances are permitted
they
by the
work quite
association,
well.
as long as those you are partnering with are members of the association.
Exactly.
And they've also gone through the rigor of being certified.
Yes.